The words hit me like a punch to the gut. "My ex was better," she said, her voice sharp, almost careless, as we sat across from each other at the dinner table. I froze, my fork halfway to my mouth, the weight of her statement sinking in. We'd been married for 5 years, built a life together, late-night talks, shared dreams, a little house we'd painted blue. I didn't argue or raise my voice. I just stood, grabbed my coat, and walked out the door. The silence that followed me into the night was louder than any words could have been. I didn't go far. A friend's spare room became my temporary home, a small space with a creaky bed and a window overlooking a quiet street. I spent those first days replaying her words, wondering where things had gone wrong. Had I missed something? Was it the long hours I worked at the garage, or the way we'd stopped laughing as much? I didn't call or text her. I needed space to think, to figure out who I was without her voice in my head. The ache was constant, but I kept moving, work, eat, sleep, repeat. She didn't reach out either, not at first. Weeks passed, and the silence between us grew thicker, like a wall neither of us wanted to climb. I started noticing small things about myself, how I could cook a decent meal now, how I liked mornings better without the tension of her moods. Friends checked in, but I didn't say much. I wasn't angry, just tired. Tired of trying to be enough for someone who'd already decided I wasn't. Still, I missed her, the way she'd hum off-key in the shower, the way her eyes softened when she was happy. 3 months later, my phone buzzed late at night. Her name lit up the screen, and my heart did a strange flip. The text was frantic, a jumble of words. "I'm sorry. I didn't mean it. I'm scared. Please call." I stared at it for a long time, my thumb hovering over the call button. Part of me wanted to rush back, to fix whatever had broken. But another part, the part that had spent weeks piecing myself together, held me back. What was she scared of? Losing me, or just being alone? I didn't call. I typed, "Are you okay?" and waited. Her reply came fast. She was at her sister's place, had been for weeks. She said she'd been wrong, that she'd been angry when she said those words about her ex. She was struggling, bills piling up, the house too quiet, her own thoughts too loud. "I didn't know what I had," she wrote. I read it over and over, trying to feel something clear, anger, love, anything. But all I felt was a strange calm. I'd spent years trying to make her happy, but maybe happiness wasn't something I could give her. I met her at a coffee shop a week later. She looked smaller somehow, her eyes red-rimmed, her hands fidgeting with a napkin. She apologized again, said she'd been unfair, that her ex wasn't better. He was just different, and she'd romanticized the past. I listened, nodding, sipping my coffee. I didn't feel the need to fill the silence anymore. When she asked if I'd come back, I didn't answer right away. I wasn't sure I could go back to the way things were, to the weight of her expectations. I told her I needed time. Not to punish her, but because I'd changed. Those 3 months alone had shown me I could stand on my own, that I didn't need her approval to feel whole. She cried, and I felt a pang, but I didn't promise anything. We left it there, an open-ended pause, like a book with the last chapter unwritten. I walked back to my friend's place, the air cool against my face, feeling lighter than I had in years. Days turned into weeks, and we started talking more, small texts, then longer calls. She was trying, going to therapy, sorting through her own mess. I was proud of her, but cautious. I wasn't the same man who'd walked out that night. I'd found pieces of myself I didn't know were missing, a quiet strength, a patience I hadn't had before. We met again, laughed a little, remembered what it felt like to be us. But I still wasn't sure if us was what I wanted. For now, I'm taking it slow. The house we painted blue is still there, waiting, but I'm not ready to walk back in. Maybe one day, if we both keep growing. Or maybe I'll keep walking my own path, wherever it leads. The panic in her texts showed me she's learning what I learned, that love isn't about being better than someone else's past. It's about choosing each other, every day, with eyes wide open. I'm not sure if we'll get there, but for the first time, I know I'll be okay either way.